welcome to the Good News Freedom Show. I am your host, Brother James Deaton, and as you can tell, we've remained double one size again this week. But we're just happy to be here, and we're going to sing a song. We hope it blesses your hearts. If y'all will, pray for us.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the host come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, Undertaker, please drive slow, for this body you are holy. Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome since my mother, she was gone. All my sisters, brothers crying, what a home so sad and lone.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome again to the Good News Freedom Show. And as every week, I am your host, Brother James Deaton. Now, if you take a look at this screen today, you can see that there's something different. There is 4 of us. 2 of these people I have interviewed before. I have interviewed Helen Ray Honey down at the end. I have interviewed Tyler Ray Honey here right beside Helen Ray Honey. And the only reason I call them both Honey is because they have the same middle name. And then we got Andy Seidel sitting here beside me. And the reason we're here today, this is not going to be a very serious show at all, although we do want to be serious that we love the Lord.
Amen.
And if anybody needs anything, you
This
feel
is a
free
serious
to...
subject.
Yeah.
right.
But if anybody needs anything, feel free to call us at 419-685-3788, and we'll try everything we can to help you all. But we have got some good things going on. Buddy Tyler here and I, we have started doing a radio program called the Saturday Morning Wake Up Call, and that airs from 8 a.m. till noon on Saturdays. And it's been fun. We've had people coming on. Well, now this show, of course, will be pre-recorded. But like today's program, we had a group called The Sound come on. And we had a group come on called Second Chance Ministries. And that was fun. They were fun to talk to. And we're just excited to see about where it's going to go. We're reaching people. People have been giving us things to give away. We've been getting CDs. Second Chance Ministries is going to send us some CDs so we can. I'm sorry, they're going to send us a gift package, which I have no idea what that means, but I guess we'll find out when I get it.
I think it's kind of like an Easter basket. But
Easter basket?
Yeah, something
Will
like
it have
that.
eggs in it?
Never know.
Will it have the green fake grass in it? So
I don't know. Why don't
it
you
won't
ask?
really be
It
like
might
an
be
Easter
blue.
basket,
It might be
will it?
blue. Maybe blue glass looking stuff.
Bluegrass?
Bluegrass.
Okay, all right.
Bluegrass.
Okay, so it might have grass in it. It might look like an Easter.
Bluegrass.
It might look like an Easter egg basket. I'm not
Bluegrass.
sure, but we'll see. We'll just wait and see when it gets here. But we're doing that, and that is a blast. We're going out to these live events, and we're doing those, which is a blast. We're having fun, and then we got Andy sitting here. Now, Andy, this is only I think, about his second time hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So he might not know what he's getting himself into.
Oh boy.
By the end
See,
of this,
we kind of take it easy when kind of entry level. But,
we take it easy on who?
well, we don't want to scare them away, James. Was the way that me and you.
Well, we're going to
kinda
be
go
like
back
we
and forth.
normally are. I'm not going to, so I'm not going to shy away from nothing because
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't be like that around you. I was never like that around you. I was always who I am around you. You know what? When
Okay.
Tyler and I started hanging out together, we would be sitting here practicing, and I'd be walking around church like, woo, yes, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord.
Oh, boy.
And he's like, do you guys do that at your church? And I said, we sure do. I mean, so, but because I like to praise the Lord for what he's done for us. I like to get out here and reach people that, seem to be unreachable. I like to just talk to people about the Lord. I think Mom said last week, I don't meet a stranger. If there's a door open and a chance for me to talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to them. And I don't care where we're at. I mean, you can ask her. We can be sitting in a restaurant. If I hear anybody talking about Jesus, it's like, oh, I got to introduce myself. Because this person might come on TV or might do a radio. But Brother Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, where are you from? Where did you get saved?
Well, I'm from Lexington/Mansfield, like in
Okay.
between that area. I go to Belmont Community Church in Mansfield, 1119 Belmont Avenue, and I play drums there. And actually, about 2 years ago, I started playing mandolin.
Right.
So it's only my second year. My family was always Christian, so
Right.
I always had it in my background. But as a young man, I was kind of I did crazy, wild things. I wasn't really in looking into the Lord. And as I turned probably about my 20s, early 20s, I got diagnosed with epilepsy really
Right.
bad. I had like 12 seizures a day, really bad, and they didn't think I was going to make it because my kidneys kept on shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I figured, I got to give my life to the Lord,
Right.
because He got me out of all these conditions that I've had. I haven't had any seizures for more than 13 years.
Wow.
Thank God.
Yes.
And since then I've been saved. I had to get re-saved, if that makes any sense,
Yeah.
because I had my tough times in life, and I've been saved probably now I'd say about 12 years.
That's awesome.
12 years, and been going to Belmont for 4 years.
Right.
So.
You like Brother Hank?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
love
had
it.
Brother Hank. Brother Hank's been here. He's been on the program before.
Yeah, I love him.
He's a good man. I think he's a good man. He's another one I have said. I've been in church a long time, and I've heard a lot of messages.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's maybe only 3 or 4 messages that I've heard in those the 40 years I've been going to church that I can actually remember.
Repeat. Yeah.
because I've heard him so. I mean, I've heard so many.
Yeah.
But he preached one. He preached a message that I remember, and I probably always will. And like I said, excuse me, Jack Williams preached a message. I don't know how many years it's been, but he preached a message that I'll always remember. But I think Brother Hank's a good man. I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm glad Belmont's growing and seems to be growing and doing good.
Oh, yes, we're growing. Like
Good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. But and he just started. Matter of fact, we met. He was at the Mansfield Recovery Church, Brother Jody Cole's church, and he was playing mandolin with Brother Fred Rose.
Yeah.
What, ninth hour or hour ninth?
Yeah,
Hour nine.
Hour 9.
Okay.
Yep.
And I just told him, I said, hey, if you want to come over and play with us, on Saturdays, you're more than welcome to.
It was a blessing.
Because his music is going to be sort of hard to hear a mandolin play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his music is not the music.
But I appreciate his music.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
music
yeah.
lover. I love all
Yeah.
forms, types, and kinds. But
Likewise.
it's just I don't know how you could possibly mic your mandolin enough for anybody to even hear you. But I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate what they were doing.
Yeah.
But and we're glad to have you here.
Oh, I'm blessed to be here. It's an honor.
And if you've heard us, well, today was the first time I think we've done the 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I'm telling you, I love singing.
Probably the first time I've ever done 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've done 3.
Yeah. But I mean, well, the three of us could sing harmony. He'd just be like a bass, which none of us sings bass anyway.
Yeah, I'm not good at the high stuff.
I'm not singing bass. So,
Yeah.
But that was fun. But anyways, that's
I attempt to.
yeah. I don't attempt to sing bass. I don't want to sing bass. I've seen Home Free, and I've seen
Your
those
mom
two
sings
guys.
tenor though.
Huh?
Your mom does sing tenor though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish sometimes you would sing tenor. 15 miles down the road.
I
But anyway, he didn't. He knew. See, like I said, this is not a serious show tonight.
I was gonna answer the question of saying I can't get that high, but
Yeah.
okay.
But now Tyler and I, we like to have fun. We go at each other. We like to joke around. I really don't know which one of us likes to joke around more.
Oh,
'Cause
definitely.
I love
me.
joking around.
Definitely me.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Don't believe one but the other.
Yeah.
Both of them. I have to listen to both of them.
Well, and see now.
She should know. She sits in there doing the Good Morning
Yeah.
Wake Up
Yeah.
for 4 hours with us.
And
So
when
she should
Helen
know.
Ray Honey decides she's going to say something, now I'm going to tell you a story about why I call her Helen Ray Honey. When I was a little boy, by the way, Helen Ray Honey is my mother. We went to
Helen Deaton.
Right. We went to my grandfather's burial place in Kentucky. I was just a little fella, 11 or 12, somewhere around there. And we go walking up, and my mom says, this old man that comes walking out, she says, you probably don't remember who I am. And he looked at her, and he says, oh, Helen Ray Honey. And I'm telling you, ever since then, now I've been doing this ever since I was a little boy. I know people say you shouldn't call your parents by their first name. And, I mean, sometimes occasionally I call her Mom. But 90% of the time I call her Helen Ray Honey. And it's just because I thought that sounded so much better than Mom or Mommy or Mama. And it's just, I thought it was so sweet that's why I just kept calling her that.
Well,
And
honey's
now,
sweet.
Now,
so.
see, and the reason I call Tyler Ray Honey is just to be a smart aleck, because there's nothing sweet about him. But he's the one. He brought this song. I remember a while back we had the pastors on here, and Brother Ray J, my pastor, said that because I said something about one of the preachers in the audience that it was an unprovoked attack, and I said no, it's been provoked. It's just taken me years to say anything about it. So, but the reason I call Tyler Ray Honey, is because I don't know where he gets it in his mind that he's even earned anything special to actually call my mom Helen Ray Honey. But here's another thing I noticed. It's like everybody that they think this is something they get for free, and I've had to earn it. Even Shannon, we love you back there in the back. You do a great job. I mean, we are so happy every week when you're here. Oh, you bless our heart. But she even called Mom Helen Ray Honey today.
Well,
I'll
you
tell
know,
you what. Well,
Helen Ray
see-
Honey here has given you the right to call it Helen Ray Honey,
No,
and she
she
gave me the
didn't.
right too. And Shannon.
Oh my God,
See?
whatever.
See?
And what was you getting ready to say?
Well, everywhere we go,
Uh-huh.
they don't call me Mrs. Deaton. They don't call me Helen. They call me Mom.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows Jody Cole, how big he is,
Oh, yeah.
he'll walk up to me and hug me. How are you, Mom? So I just adopted all of them.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She adopted them all. Or I think it's the other way around. They adopted her. You know what's funny? They adopted her, but nobody seems to chip in with gas money, or they don't come over and mow the yard. I don't believe one person has asked, hey, do you want me to take her car and wash it just because I have nothing better to do today? Has anybody done that?
Not
No.
even you.
I mow that yard almost every week. So,
I think she was
yeah.
talking about a car. Hint.
That's
She's
how
a
that
grown
washing
woman.
my
She
car.
should be able to know how to go wash her car. That's what I figure. So anyway, but I'm just saying for all these people, hey mom, hey mom, hey mom, they sure don't come around when it's time to do something like that. Anyway, let me get back on to what we're up to. We are doing. We started doing the Good News Freedom Show, and we've had a blast at it, haven't we? Now, this is how the devil works. The first week that we did this,
Not the Good News Freedom Show.
huh?
You talking about the Good News Freedom Show? You
The
talking about
Saturday morning wake-up call.
Okay, you say Good News Freedom
Okay,
Show.
I'm sorry. But we started doing the Saturday morning wake-up call from 8 a.m. till noon on Saturdays. And the first week we did this,
Yep.
we got into a little bit of a heated discussion.
It's not an argument. It was a discussion.
Yeah, it was a discussion.
People get those mixed up.
Yeah, yeah. About, now me, I love music. I love Southern gospel. I love bluegrass. I love contemporary. I like I like most music. Some of them I don't like, but I understand that the Lord's going to use whatever He has to get a hold of people.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's rap or whether it's, I don't know about the whole metal gospel thing. I'm not sure about that. I figure if you're listening to something, you have to listen that hard to understand what they're saying. Maybe that's really... But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But even like Hour 9, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Now, I grew up in the 70s and 80s where I loved Southern rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they are. They're
Yeah.
a Southern rock gospel band.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Yeah.
And I love it and appreciate it. But this is how the devil works. We was doing something good. And my mom, even bless her heart, when we started, I was saying something about we're going to do 4 hours on Saturdays. And she said, I don't know how you'll be able to talk for 4 hours on Saturdays. And I agreed. I said, I don't either. But I said, Tyler's my buddy, and he's helped us out. I mean, he helps us every week with this show. And I said, I really appreciate what he does. But, and I said, if he wants to do 4 hours, we'll go in there for 4 hours. If it doesn't work, we'll go down to 2. And then today we're sitting back there doing a live program, and he says, I was wondering when we started doing this, are we going to be able to talk for 4 hours? And I'm like, what? So, but the first week that we did this, we got into an argument, not an argument, a very strong discussion over music,
Genre.
over gospel music and the genres that we are going to play.
Yep.
Because I love some good contemporary music mixed in with my Southern gospel. I like some good bluegrass put in with my Southern gospel. I don't want to hear Southern gospel music all the time. If I wanted to hear Southern gospel music all the time, there's a station that I could tune into and listen to it any time of the day. But that's not what I want. If that's what I wanted, I would listen to them. And I think we should offer something. And if you've watched the television program, you know that we've got different races that come on. We've got different genres of music that they've played and that they sing. And I just thought, and since this is going into the Columbus area and into the inner city, although I may not particularly care for rap, sometime I got to have a rap artist come on just because there might be somebody that's sitting there. And I mean, if they're going to smoke a joint and get high, they can turn on TV and here's a rap artist talking about how you need to get rid of weed and get back to Jesus or get to Jesus.
Amen.
And that's why, and really that's the only thing that we we've had a
Disagree
strong
on.
discussion of disliking on. You weren't here the first week,
No,
were you?
she wasn't here.
Okay, because that's what I'm wondering. I was wondering how in the world you didn't see it and say something about it. But that was
Some of this was on the air,
okay.
and most of it wasn't on
Right.
the air. Because, I mean, it was one of those things, like,
Yeah.
we started getting on the topic, and
Yeah.
we both felt where it was going, and, like, let's play a song.
But
Let's
we were
play
both
a song and
we were both very upset with each other. That I don't know if we was really upset with each other or the subject. Because Tyler says, just in case you didn't notice, I was pretty upset last week, and I said, well, just in case you didn't notice, so was I. It's like,
Yeah.
and I did, and we didn't. But this is another thing. Instead of
going after each other.
Well,
and-
no,
yeah.
but the thing about it was we talked about it.
Uh-huh.
We didn't let it fester and build up for the
Right.
week,
Right.
because I told you, and I mean, you said, well, give me a list of some of the people you want on there. So I did. I gave you the list. I mean, and really, if you listen to the music, I mean, none of the contemporary music I listen to is out there. I mean, it's like, and I love contemporary because I told you I go to a black church, and if I got members from my church listening, they're not going to, nothing against the Spencers, they're not going to want to hear the Spencers. But if you give them a Tasha Cobb song or a BB and CC Winans song, well, yeah, they'll listen all day long. Yeah. And that's just where, and I think it's so funny because that was the very first show that we did. I mean, it couldn't have been the second or the third, and even like today was our fifth show.
Yes, time has flown by.
Yeah,
I still
there
can't
was
believe that.
there was nothing about the music today that either one of us had anything to say about.
Right.
I think a lot of
The
people.
first one was the only time that we wasn't in agreement.
Right, and I think
because I talked to you, and like he was saying, we thought that I surely thought that it was going to be. I'm like, I'm not going to get up at 6 a.m. and come back in here and do another good. I mean, I'll tell James if he wants to do it, he can do himself. He can. But here's the thing, that second one that we talked the week, a few times that week about things and whatnot. But it came down to it that very next week, it was like the spirit was calm.
Right.
And like I told James that week leading up to that second Saturday morning, I said, you know what? Here's the thing. The devil's fighting so hard.
Yeah.
We've got to keep this up.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why to keep it up.
Well,
is because he's fighting so hard.
Well, see, this is another thing. I've told you, and I told you and Shannon, there are people in Africa that are listening, okay? Mm-hmm. And I don't understand it, but here we are again. Here we are, and there's no Freddie. Yeah. And I don't understand why Freddie is always. I think sometimes Freddie just don't want to talk to me.
I don't know how he ends up. If you listen in the mornings, and if not, you can go back. You need to listen. Tune in Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to noon.
Yeah.
And it seems like Freddie, I think he gets out of bed at like 10:30 because he seems like he calls in about 11, a little after. Sometimes he calls a little early, but he hears your footsteps walking away.
Yeah, there's
either
something
that
about
or you hear him dialing. I don't know which one.
And,
I have no
what's
idea.
funny is, I saw him yesterday. I slapped him yesterday because he said something about. I think it might have been something about you, so I slapped him.
Yeah, you shouldn't have slapped him.
People keep telling me I shouldn't slap him, but that little fat Freddie needs slapped sometimes. But anyway, it's like a dog, Sometimes you just have
What
like
kind
a
of music do you like, Andy?
Well, I like contemporary and kind of old school bluegrass worship.
Yeah.
So.
But see, that's like I said, that was the one thing. I flat out told him. I said, I'm not going to drive over here every Saturday, spend 4 hours. I mean, I'm already in the room with him for 4 hours, right? And I'm not going to spend 4 hours in there to listen to Southern gospel music. If I wanted to do that, I would turn on the radio and just stay home. But like I said, it's a good thing. And we did. We talked it out, and we were both very mad. That goes to show you that us being Christians, we're not always going to be that happy-go-lucky. You can walk all over me because I'm one of those Christians that's not going to say anything. Well, I think Tyler and I both proved that day we're not those Christians that you're just going to walk all over and we're not going to say anything. if we're out there and you say something that upsets me, and if I think you're wrong and I know that I'm right because I've got, as Tyler said earlier, I've got
back you
this.
up.
Yeah.
I've got this to back me up.
Yeah.
I'm not backing down from you.
Right.
I will go head on with you.
Well, here's the very interesting part about that is when I asked you for the list, he gave me the list.
Yeah.
He gave me a list and he said, here's the songs. Do you know? This is where the devil exactly. He's tricky.
Yeah.
He handed me this list and I looked at it and I said, Southern Gospel, Southern Gospel, Southern Gospel. He's like, those ain't Southern Gospel. I said, let's look. And the genre is just about, I mean, I think there was, out of like the 10 songs that you handed me, 2 of them were contemporary. All the rest of them were new Southern Gospel, which...
But a lot of those contemporary songs have also been recorded by gospel. I mean, Southern gospel artists.
Yeah. But the thing about it is like when I seen that, it was one of those things like, ooh, that crafty devil.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not giving him no more credit, but here's the whole thing. It's very interesting how he gets in there and just tries to drive a wedge in there because he's trying to stop a good thing.
And then he played me a song by Lauren Talley.
Yep.
And I told him, if you did not know who Lauren Talley was, if you put that song on, you would think, okay, that is black gospel. Who is that singing? If you didn't know better.
Right.
But, I mean, he showed me it was Lauren Talley, and, of course, I know she's white. And I said, dude, that's black gospel. Mm-hmm. And she's leaning, she knows where to go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she knows where to go to, you know, like the Chitons. I mean, the Chitons... Gotcha. But the Chitons, they can sing you a black spiritual, or they can sing you a white contemporary Southern gospel song, whatever it is you want to hear.
I was when the Titans came on, I was actually very surprised.
Yeah,
because
you thought they were white.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, listen to the music. They were singing. I mean, just about a lot of the songs they were singing were Southern. I'm not even asked after. I said, "What do you consider yourself?" And he's like, "Southern gospel."
Yeah.
I mean, right down Southern gospel. There was that one song that was a little bit. Was it Jamaican or? But I love that song.
Yeah.
I mean, that song.
They got the steel drumming and everything. Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it does not, and it goes back to what me, you, and Ray J and everyone else talked about is. It does not make a difference what color this is.
Different paint job.
It does not make a difference because we're all the same on the inside. And if we have Jesus on the inside, we are all the same.
Right.
Amen.
Well, we have about come to the end. We got 1 minute. Thank you, famous Amos. But this is a little bit about what we got going on. We're going to have to sit down and do this again because we are having a blast. I'm just so thankful for the doors that the Lord has opened. I'm going to do a real quick. Well, I'll tell you what. If there's anybody out there and you're lost and you need help, feel free to give us a call at 419-685-3788. If it's prayer, just anything, a church, just anything, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you. Again, we got my mama, Helen Ray Honey. We got my buddy, Tyler Ray Honey, Ambergy Honey. And we got our new buddy here, Tyler Seidel. We ain't calling him Honey. But anyway, we want to thank you all for listening or for watching. Hope you guys can tune in. COACB Radio on Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon. And again, we're still here on Saturday evenings from 6 to 6:30. And we're here on 3 to 3:30. But until next week, as we tell you every week, be good to each other on purpose. God bless you all, and we love you. Bye.